Hello everyone, it is me Vegeta T23 and welcome back to my new What If. Today we're talking about what if Vegeta was born with Destroyer Key. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I created a Discord server for you to join. The link is in the description of this video, so if you'd like to join in and talk to me and the rest of my fans, it's there. I'd also like to mention that I created an Instagram so you can survey my very uninteresting life. I mainly post Osu stuff. Now back to the video. In the last part, we discussed what happened after Cold destroyed planet Vegeta. Vegeta went to the Namekians and instead of destroying them, he got welcomed and taken care of. He then created a plan to reanimate the Saiyan race single-handedly and went to many surviving Saiyans that fled planet Vegeta before destruction as they settled on a remote planet way past the Frieza Force territory. He went to visit Goku on Earth, but Goku declined after the Tenkaichi Budokai, so Vegeta killed Goku and told the others to gather their Dragon Balls and wish him back as he'll come back in a year. He did indeed come and Goku still declined, so they battled it off once more and they came to a draw. Vegeta left to see his planet destroyed by Cold yet again, so Cold was unexpectedly destroyed by Vegeta. Vegeta then went back to Earth and was yet again welcomed with open arms. With the recap out of the way, let's continue the what if. With Vegeta now on Earth and completely zoning out, Goku comes over and tells him not to worry and that it's all good. Vegeta mentions the Namekian Dragon Balls and how Frieza's brother Cooler plans to use them to get his wish as to follow in his father's footsteps. So requests that they wish the Dragon Balls and their creator to Earth so they have enough time to get there to defeat the villain once and for all. Goku suggests that they need to go to the time chamber for a year to train up and get ready, since a day out here is a year in there, and Goku has one more year free in there. Vegeta takes that offer and so they go. In the time chamber they train like they never have before. Vegeta is trying his hardest to use up all the time he could, knowing Cooler would take about 5 days to get there, so he decided to stay the full 5 years and train. Goku got out because his time was up, but Vegeta told Goku that he's staying another year since, well, he has it. But all this was a diversion for his 5 years, so he uses all 5. In that meantime, he went deep within his power and developed an actual destruction blast all on his own and used it to destroy things. In those 5 days, Goku piped Chi-Chi and the kid is on the way. Vegeta then decided to get out and realized he can open the doors to the outside just fine and that he didn't get locked out. So now he was finally ready to rumble. Kami told him straight away that Cooler is on the planet as they speak. He said not to worry and that he'll take care of it. All he wants for Kami to do is wish the Dragon Balls and Guru here when they arrive. Goku and the others decide to make a gravity chamber ship in the meantime to up their training and also to travel to Namek using the schematics of the ship that was used by Kami in combination of the Saiyan pod. They were pretty much, well, ready to go and depart, and so Goku, Vegeta, Krillin and Bulma all set off to Namek. During the trip they trained like crazy, but not only that, Bulma and Vegeta have developed feelings further than the first time and are starting to become a thing by each passing day. They arrived on Namek and Vegeta went to scout for Cooler right away to dispose of him for good. He went to fight him instead of just destroying him and using his Hakai as a last resort. So Vegeta encounters Cooler as they began fighting. Vegeta is speechless and his rage is getting to him. His transformation actually begins. Cooler is just looking on and then decides to power up himself. Vegeta is too focused on his race's demise to notice Cooler powering up. Before long, Cooler goes full power and has to attack Vegeta, but not before he bursts out the legendary transformation not seen in 1,000 years. The aura itself stops Cooler in his tracks and it's really intense and pinkishly purple. Cooler fires a blast directly towards Vegeta and Vegeta just gets rid of it with one hand using the force of his aura to destroy it. Vegeta goes right towards Cooler and with just one punch he manages to deal a lot of damage to Cooler. Cooler, even more livid the legend he was told exists, rushes towards Vegeta and starts fighting him. Vegeta simply dodges every punch and kick. Cooler is losing energy faster and faster. then tries a death beam on Vegeta. Vegeta just starts dodging it very easily. Vegeta then creates his own death beam and cuts through Cooler's death beam. Before the Tyrant could react, he's punctured. Vegeta then prepares a Hakai and finishes Cooler off once and for all. Vegeta goes in his base and still mourns his race. Bulma then starts comforting him. That said, the last remnant of the Frieza race is dead. They have a safe trip back to Earth, and once they arrive, they go and celebrate it. They then sense a large power level and they head towards it. They recognize the Capsule Corp logo on the ship almost immediately, but not the one who comes out of it. An unknown boy then comes out the weird ship. Everyone's weirded out to who that boy really is. He descends to them and asks to speak to Goku, and Goku obliges. Once alone, he tells Goku his name is Trunks and that he's from the future, how Bulma and Vegeta are his parents, and then getting to the real point of how that he will die from a heart virus that has no cure in the present before the battle. When Goku asks what battle, Trunks tells him everything about the androids. Goku is bummed he doesn't get to take a crack at them. Future Trunks is amazed that Goku wants to stand up to the challenge and that his mother was right about him. Future Trunks gives him the heart medicine and says he believes in Goku because he has to learn to tap into God Ki in these 3 years. Trunks tells Goku to keep it his darkest of secrets or he might not be conceived. With that, Trunks leaves just like he came. Goku comes back to the group and the guys question him. Goku is quite reluctant about everything, but Piccolo spills the beans and tells everyone everything that's about to happen. Well, except Trunks is conceiving. So, they start training for the next 3 years. 3 years pass and they're ready for the androids. They get to the outskirts and wait. We see Bulma with a child. Goku accidentally spells out the name and the father, but goes relatively unnoticed. Bulma is just surprised that he knows and asks how does he know. Goku brushes it off and waits alongside Bulma. The androids arrive, so Goku gives Bulma the Senzus and the Z fighters then go in the city. They manage to find 19 and 20 and tell them to go in the outskirts to fight. The androids agree to the terms and depart. During a flight to the outskirts, Vegeta notices Goku being slightly out of breath and asks him if he's good. Goku just says he's good and continues on flying. Upon arriving, Goku, being confident in his abilities, goes to take them both, goes into a Super Saiyan he acquired during those 3 years, and takes on 19 first, beating him relatively easily and quickly. But once the time came for 20 to die, he's nowhere to be seen, as well as Vegeta. Suddenly, Goku falls down and grabs his chest in pain. Yamcha, now healed, goes and takes him away while they search for 20. Goku is in his room with Yamcha, Yajirobe, and Chi-Chi panicking and crying as to what's going on, and Yamcha explains that he just collapsed, drank a small bottle of whatever, and went out like a dead light bulb. Meanwhile, Vegeta is trying to sense the androids, but fails to do so. However, after a bit of searching, Krillin notifies everyone how he found Jiro's lab. At the same time, Future Trunks arrives and sees the Z fighters, letting the nostalgia take over for a bit before descending. Everyone looks at Trunks, then Vegeta. Trunks sees their confusion but chooses not to spoil the beans. However, Vegeta already realized it's his son. During all the babble, the door opened to reveal the new addition to the androids and Jiro's head on the ground. With that, the new androids can't seem to find Goku, so they just walk past our Z fighters and depart on their merry way. And with that, we're leaving things be for now. Thank you for watching. If you think I'm nothing but rubbish, then click dislike, but if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below. And as always, peace out.